reason I breathe.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Coco Show. Hope everybody's doing well. I try and nudge Jason because for some reason it's not come up on Wake Up UK. And it is Sunday. I have to double check, but it is Sunday. Let me have a look. Just let Jason know that it's not up on Wake Up UK for some reason because it should be live on Wake Up UK as well as everywhere else. But hi everybody, hope everybody's doing well. I don't know who's on, so you're gonna have to give us a wave, see who's on. See if I can persuade anyone to come on as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything up so that everything's up and ready. Because we are up on a few places as per. So hi everybody. I'll give it time to load up. Right, I'll turn it down so it doesn't go off. I was gonna say it's gonna go off and you're gonna hear it, but I can just turn the volume down on my computer. Like that. That's fine. I need to get VK up as well, not got VK up yet. Trying to get everything up because we're streaming that many different places. It's very difficult to do. Get that done. Hi Mike. I don't want settings, I want profile. Let me shut this down again. Hi Vincent. Yeah, so I've got my volume back up again. Let's refresh it and see if it's come up because it should be up. It's not up. It's not live, but it should be. Oh dear. Hi Ollie Strep. I hope everyone's doing well. Phone's buzzing away as well. It's actually freezing in here, so my back's spasming like mad, so I have no idea how long I'm going to be able to actually stay on live for. But we'll give it a good go. Hi Knowledge Chip and Vince. I hope everybody's doing well. Please go ahead and share this around everywhere, whichever platform you're watching on. It'll help us out a little bit. Not working. Hello, Adama. Hi, everybody. I'll put comments up on the screen. I can do the comments on the screen from the 2 Children Matter channels. So if you're not logged onto the emergency channel yet, then go ahead and log onto it. It's under the same name. It should be live now, so it should hopefully pop up. But yeah, that's our emergency YouTube channel. It's probably because of the amount of different places I'm streaming it to, so I do apologise for that. So I'm flicking through on the other channels, and it doesn't seem to be glitching on the other one, so I'm not sure why it'd be glitching on here. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's been enjoying the weekend. I'm going to have to try and reconnect it. It's a Wake Up UK, I think, because it's one place it's not streaming to. Oh, back's proper spasming because it's cold. It's a nightmare. So, yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. I am going to get into things properly. I just don't want to get into something and then have to stop to set this up. So I'd rather get it set up and then... Oh, apparently it's all working now. Let's have a look. Apparently it is working now. That was strange. It's right behind, but it is working now. It's good to know. Oh, that's really bad. Let's catch up with comments. give it a bit of time to build up a bit as well and get a couple more people on. I'm going to message Sharon and see if she's up for coming on or not. Yeah, Jace, it's loaded on my screen now as well. Hello, proud Englishman. If you want to come on and join me, you're more than welcome to. I mean, you know, we can hide you in the background if you wanted. To let us know. I've got no one due to come on with me. I've really not been in the mood today throughout. Same way yesterday, to be honest. Motivation has just gone completely out the window. And it doesn't help that it's fucking freezing in here. Oh, it's so cold. Hi, BB Sniper. Like the playlist? I don't know what you mean. Right. I'm just going to give this a share a bit. Get it out, try and get a couple more people on. What link? Right, where do I want to share it to? I want to share that one. No, I've noticed that a lot of the time I don't get, like, people don't get notifications when we come on and do stuff. But I mean, we've seen it. Like, a lot of people are being banned and shadow banned and silenced for talking about obviously the current situation. Be careful to avoid certain words, obviously. But yeah, when it comes to obviously the kids' causes and that, everyone's silenced completely and straight away. It's an absolute nightmare. And we've been getting that for a while. I mean, Children Matter's been going 5 years, and you can see by the subscribers that there's not too many after quarter. As soon as I move, she's just settled down as well. She might come back on again. Let me see if she comes back on. Because she did just move then. As soon as I put the camera on, she decided to go, nope. I'm going to sit you over here a bit. So that way. You got to stay. I think it's just going to keep slowly turning until it's slowly turning. But I want to be able just to knock the camera and just straight away see her. But yeah, as I was saying, with obviously the kids' causes, we get banned straight away. Honestly, straight away. We don't get told a lot of the time like what's going to happen. You know, a lot of the time we can just be sharing documents or sharing public information anyway, and that's it. Gone straight away. Oh, let me go through. I'll have to look into that. I've been a bit out the last couple of weeks because obviously with the situation going on with lockdown and the pandemic and that, you know, my mental health's taking a hit. You know, my PTSD's flared up, my depression's flared up, and it's just completely demolished my motivation. So I've been trying to work on that for a while, but I will get there. Hey, Babs. See what else we've got. Linked call. I have actually been looking into that because I was looking into how Tyrant Finder's doing it, and I noticed that he's using Skype. So I am actually going to be looking at doing like a call-in session so people can phone up, and I'll have to put like a limit of it, like how long people can come on for, just to make it fair for everyone. Is Taco a diva? Oh, hell yeah! Like if she thinks she's being watched, she will not move. She will stay there for days and not move. And yeah, she only really moves if she thinks no one's watching, or her food's chasing her. If her food's chasing her, then she moves as well. You're looking like a Gisa girl today, mega pale. You need to get out in the sun. Like this is no makeup. The only makeup I've got on is mascara and eyeliner. That's it. I have no other makeup on. I've got no foundation on, nothing. This is how white I am. I always say to people, I always say to people that I'm not white. I'm reflective. And now you can see what I mean by how reflective I actually am. And I don't even have my curtains fully open. I've got my curtains like, look, sorry, curtain on one side, mostly over this way, and then another one there. Like, the curtains aren't even open fully. It's just that bright. Oh, you're a bitch. You're an absolute cow. She settled down when I turned the camera around before, so her whole body was lay on the slate. She's lifted her body off the slate, so she's going to move again. That'll be my tarantula. My Mexican red knee, she's awesome. The notifications aren't working. In fairness, to be fair to YouTube, just a bit, I did only set it up half an hour before the stream. I didn't set it up in advance, which was that is my fault. That is my mistake. But I am having to waste a lot of time at the beginning just so that people can see that we are live instead of just jumping straight into it, which I would ideally like to do. But because Children Matter is being censored massively at the minute, we are having to be very careful of what we do, what we say, what we show. And we are working on ulterior ways of doing that. So we will get round to it. We will get there. And it will happen. We will have our own platform to be able to stream things to. Yeah, and get things going from there, really. The spider seems nice. She is when you give her a space. When you give her a space, she'll come and she'll sit right at the bottom corner here. But if you pester her like I do, like where I keep, because every time she comes out and get her moving, I've constantly got my camera on her because it's very hard. Just start getting some fresh air. Aye. From our channel through Red Pill Phil. Oh, Red Pill Phil's absolutely amazing person to work with. Like, honestly, he is like absolutely amazing. Don't worry, right, Rabbit, we'll follow it. Hey, Space Hopper. Are you down for a Zoom? Oh, that's the other thing that we've been thinking of as well. I spoke to someone yesterday about the idea of possibly doing Zoom chats. So they won't be public, they won't be lives or anything. What we're basically thinking of doing is like coming on a live, having a quick natter in a chat, or getting the serious stuff out of the way, or whatever, even if it is just a casual chat, and then putting like a Zoom link out so people can come in and have a chat and whatnot. But obviously, it wouldn't be public. We are looking at doing a public one as well, though. Oh yeah, it seems to be a bad thing to be able to say that. I like being reflective, so I think it's funny. No worries, right, Rabbit. You rest up and get some sleep. And you do a lot of work. Everyone does a lot of work on here. You just got to keep pushing and keep going as much as you can, but you need to make sure that you are rested to do it. Because if you're not, then it's going to kill you doing it. But yeah, just take every day as it comes. Do you think people are going to be made redundant by the time lockdown gets lifted? So I've been worrying about this for years, to be honest. And I think the first time it actually hit me was seeing a big billboard in Manchester. This is going back a couple of years now, where it started saying something about, was it it was something about shops and about, cash, self-checkout, like more self-checkout and less people. And the first thing that clicked was, well, that's less jobs for people already. Because I mean, even a cashier, it's still a job. It still pays bills when it needs to. Could you do it on Vimeo? I have to look into Vimeo. I've heard it around a couple of times. I'll have to have a look into it. How about getting Dolly and me on? We will talk all things meditation, Reiki, and other witchcraft. Yeah, I'm up for that. Rose Roberts, keep the faith, you're going strong. Thank you, Rose. I'm going through all the comments, catching up. I don't want the live to show me notifications, thank you. Hi, Jackie. I said, just popping through. Go through it one way and come through it again on the way back. What I'm going to do as well is throw the invite link into Wake Up UK, because that is the added bonus of the Wake Up UK one, is that when I do the Sunday shows, I will share the link in there so you can pop on if you want to. No worries, Rob. If it's not letting you watch it on this one, it might be worth going over to either the emergency channel or the Other Children Matter channel. We are also on VK, Wake Up UK, D Live, and Facebook as well, if any of them help. Singing and dancing in birthday suit, lol. I'm dancing on the ceiling. Oh, you've got to enjoy your birthday. You got to do what you want, chill out, relax, and do what you can. I'll link in the admin as well to see if we can bully anyone to come on. Sharon actually shared a post earlier. Jason's just sent a photo of. I know what it is. Right. No worries, Rob. Catch you soon. I didn't wait till it open on that page. Just woken up in a good mood today. See, I need to motivate myself to just, after this live, what I'm going to do is finish getting ready and get out in the sun. Because, I mean, it's freezing in here anyway. So there's no point staying in with it freezing. Right, so Sharon shared this earlier, and this is a closed petition. The petition ran for 6 months. But it's about forced adoption. So it reads, so the title is Stop Social Workers Removing Innocent Children for Forced Adoption. And it goes on in the description. Tony Blair introduced the forced adoption in Britain when he came into force. Since his time as Prime Minister, on average, of 1,000 babies and children per year have been forcibly removed from parents across Britain. Mothers are fleeing to Ireland in a bid to keep their children. Tony Blair offered the local authorities a £20 million incentive in order to remove innocent children from innocent families. It is time to stop the secrecy of the courts and the gagging of parents. We have a right to keep our children and the right not to live in fear of corrupt social workers. I want the government to take into action the serious concerns that the public have about the corruptness that surrounds these cases, and to make the cases that end up in court become public, which is to not be held behind closed doors. If a criminal can have an open trial, then parents and children should have the same equal right. Our human rights are being severely breached, and it is time this stopped. It's true, we need to get another petition going up like this, but we need to actually make sure that people hear it and that people do it. So I'm probably going to sit down for a while and see if I can get something mocked up. You know how I said she was going to move when no one was looking? Fuckers move. We'll leave you there for a second so I can have a cheeky cig and see if I can catch her moving again. Because I knew she's not settled. So when she settles, her whole abdomen, that's the whole front of her, will all rest on the slate. The only thing touching the slate at the minute is literally the right back end of her bum. That's it. So I want to catch her. Hi, Western woman. Yeah, don't worry about joining late. As I said, YouTube's been censoring a lot of us anyway and shadow banning us, so it does take a while to get the notifications. But yeah, so I'm going to see if we can get another petition set up, because we need to get it started, and hopefully with the people that we've brought together, the communities that we've brought together, and the other groups that we've brought together through Children Matter, we might even be able to make this possible. And what I'd like to do is to do like a meet and greet sort of thing while we do it, so we can have that face-to-face talk with each other and, you know, communication, because that's, you know, we need to be building the communities. So if we can get that together, we can also get, you know, it signed and everything and sorted in person, that we can actually just hand in, so we're not leaving it down to the internet. Obviously, we'll have an internet one set up as well. But, I suppose the other thing is, if people have got printers and we can scan the petition over to people and they can scan it and send it back. Please yourself, oh, I've got a snake. Well, I'm going to be getting snakes. I've got a 5-foot tank behind me, and I've got I think that's a 2-foot one. a 2-foot tank as well next to me. So I might be getting a couple of different ones, to be fair. I'm just going to go through the comments again, guys. If anyone wants to come on and join, more than welcome to. Can I have his shed so I can scare people? Taco's actually not shed while I've had her. I did get her for my brother. I got her for my brother for Christmas because my brother's gone and joined the RAF. She now lives with me, but she's not shed while I've had her. I've actually got Luke Uncaged Chancellor's skin shed here. He's got a Goliath bird eater and it's massive. I love terrifying people with it. Got a 5-foot royal python and a bearded dragon. See, I'm looking at getting royal pythons. Absolutely loving it. Looking at getting royal pythons. That's what I'm looking at getting in the big 5-foot tank. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go with a bearded dragon or corn snakes for the smaller tank. And obviously, I've got Taco. Katie, have you seen stuff? The woman at education. Are we? I say, are we? I do actually want to try and get the Voice of Wales on here. I do really want to get the Voice of Wales on here. So if anyone can see if anyone can get hold of them and see if they want to come on. I have had a brief chat with them in the past and they have said that they want to come on. But I don't know where we've got from there. I like having we've got our own little reptile community. I mean, I came on last night and did a late night live, and I'll bring her back on day because she's not going to move while I'm there. If I catch her, then I'll put her back. But yeah, if anyone who wasn't on the channel last night when we did our late night live, me and Courtney are going to be doing. We're going to be doing like our own little YouTube thing and our own things on the side, and. Yes, we go from there, and it's not going to be anything political. It's not going to be anything with sides. It's literally just going to be something to do, as friends together, sort of motivate people and motivate ourselves, work on ourselves and everything. So it should be fun. And I'm going to be doing obviously all the reptile stuff on there as well. Does it do webs? Taco doesn't do that many webs. I mean, she does do webs. I might be able to show you. She does do webs. But they're not typical webs that you get with house spiders or even trapdoor spiders. Let's show you wide am. So if you can see on the log here, you can just see little bits of web. It literally just catches the food's feet, and then obviously the food dies. But she's still got some of the fucking big ones that like to sit right with me. Yeah. See, I'll have to say. Your spider will probably make some police fee if you brought it out to protest. Well, here's the thing, right? I had the nickname for how long was it? I think it's when we had our first snake. So I was about 13. Absolutely love snakes. Absolutely adore them. They're so gentle. They're so amazing. No worries, please yourself. Hope you have a good weekend. But yeah, I got the nickname Medusa, and my brother actually for Christmas, I've not put it on anything yet because I like having it on my computer. My brother actually got me a Medusa iron-on thing. But yeah, I got the nickname Medusa, and I literally used to take my snakes to the shop with me. I mean, I had my son with me and everything. I had this little trike frame with a handle, so we'd sit in the trike, had a little canopy over the top, and there's a picture somewhere where you can, if you zoomed in, you can see me and my son. So me walking behind my son, pushing him. And if you zoomed right in, you can see the snake coming down from my hair and wrapping around my neck. And I remember on the way back from the shop, she just lie on the canopy at the top, and that was great. Like, she was the best, I think the best pet snake we ever had. But we had a paddling pool and everything, so we used to take them outside to swim. Oh, it was great, absolutely great. I loved it. Told you when she thinks no one's fucking looking. This is what she does when she thinks no one's looking. That's what she's trying to do. She's lifted herself fully up now. God knows what she's trying to do. No idea what she's trying to do, but I said I'd get her moving, so I did. See what she's got. Mine just started to eat again. She wasn't eating for a little while, but it's all good now. Yeah, the snakes have a nasty habit of doing that, of starving themselves, and it's a bloody nightmare when they do it. Because we had two completely different occasions, years apart, where they just decided that they'd had enough, they weren't going to eat anymore, and just nothing you could do could entice them. We ended up having to force feed for the first time, and then after that they went back to eating again. It's a bloody nightmare. Mine does it over Christmas. I stick the rat in some boiling water, and then she does that. It usually helps. Yeah, sometimes it can help a lot if you put them in warmer water, because it gives them a sense of like the heat senses that they need to be enticed by it. So it does help a lot. That no one's jumping on. Hi, Strong. Best thing for babies so that they can bond with their mother is natural, right? Yeah, 100% it is. 100% it is, and you're seeing it a lot with going back to obviously the forced adoption side. You see it a lot with cases where they take the baby from birth, or like a month old, a 2 month old, a couple month old, and they'll force you to stop breastfeeding just so that they can break that bond. And it is literally weaning them off you. I used to put the shed skin in our lass's face, and then she'd wake up. I loved, honestly, I love keeping the shed from stuff. I really do. I mean, I've got Luke and Cage tarantula shed underneath my table. Oh, one second, I'm going to answer this comment here from New Zealand, I'm guessing. What's your channel about? Well, it started off as a channel to raise awareness for forced adoption. It's since then developed, so now we focus on everything to do with kids' causes, everything to do with the kids' future. So we work with a lot of different groups, and we try to help out each other groups where we can and do what we can. So, for example, a couple of people who follow us now followed us from Red Pill Phil's channel. Red Pill Phil is an amazing. She's moving again. I knew she'd do that. It's an amazing channel where it's neutral, observational news sort of thing. Ours is basically just forced adoption and kids groups and the country, and just trying to do our best. But with a light atmosphere, we try to see this channel as more of a community. So we'll come on and we'll chat with everyone and let the conversations flow. So especially on a Sunday. So when we do the Sunday show, the conversation literally just flows. So we can go from talking about reptiles and tarantulas 1 minute to talking about forced adoption, kids' causes, everything that's going on. So Sharon's another one of our admins who runs Justice for Women and Children. So had a few emails regarding forced adoption, so we need to pull a report together. Yes, definitely. We need to get onto that. Also, I pulled up that petition earlier as well that you put on Facebook, and I'm gonna be looking at trying to get another petition set up, possibly that we'd be able to do in person, where people would be able to sign them as we go. Try and bring the community together, try and pull everyone back together again, and unite everyone finally for the kids, because this is a stepping stone. And if we can modify it in a way where it doesn't just help the kids of forced adoption, but it helps other groups as well, then we'll be laughing. I actually have a new channel. It's Val Live. Just remembered they're live today with awesome. Oh, Sharon is absolutely amazing. Yeah. So there are many different groups. We try and do as much as we can. Well, Sharon, I've got the laptop and the computer at mine. So, I mean, if you wanted to sort something out, if we were able to sort something out, I'm sure we can sort out a meeting. And I'm pretty sure some of the team would probably jump at the opportunity to sort out a meeting to actually, sit down and get nitty gritty with stuff. So it might be worth seeing if we can do something. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't think I'm going to be able to rent a place out, but I don't exactly have a dining room table anymore because of that. By the way, that's the 5-foot tank that I can fit in. It's going to start. Sharon, if you want to come on and join us, you're more than welcome to. I don't know if you're feeling up to it or not. Let's go through the channels again. I know she's not finished moving. I know I keep getting distracted by the tarantula, guys. So I do apologise. But she's not settled down. So I know that she's not finished having a gander. I'm not looking forward to getting all the bugs out of her tank. Can't tell if that one's dead. I think it might actually be dead, that big one, you know. It's just hanging there. Yep. No worries, Sharon, on it now. Put the be right back screen on. Sorry, guys. I will still be in the background. I'll just be literally in the background. I'm getting a bit confused about these comments, guys. I've not a clue what the hell's going on. So much child trafficking going on in plain sight and beneath us too. Yeah, agreed. We actually had one of our videos taken off for talking about, I'm going to use the other term for it, fountain of youth. Obviously the scientific name that they go by, but yeah, we got taken off by doing that. Hi Sharon, I'll put you in the background.
Hello.
Bring you on in a minute. I'm just having a cheeky smoke, but everyone can hear us.
All right. I thought it was easier to come on than just try typing everything. Hope everyone's well.
It's doing well.
Yeah, I've had a crazy couple of weeks, really, since we last spoke on here.
I know.
I think it was Valentine's Day, wasn't it?
I know. Every time I've come on, everyone's been asking how you're doing and everything.
Well, I came on Valentine's Day on the Sunday while I was in the hospital, and I was due to come home on the Monday. They took one of the drains out and caused a hemorrhage. So I filled it with blood, and they had to rush me back down into theatre, drain the blood off, and then patch me back up with another drain. And I came home on the Tuesday, but what did I go in? The Monday after, they took the drains out, and since then I've just I've got a big sack of fluid sitting on my back here and all under here, so it's a bit difficult. I'm getting spasms in my back muscles because obviously they've took some muscle out the back. I've got a bit of a back tattoo here where my nipple used to be. It's a bit of my back tattoo, but because it shouldn't be this big. And I've got a big sack of fluid. It's like, I don't know if can you see that?
Yeah, you can see it.
That's just like blister fluid. So because they took the drains out, I have to go back Tuesday and for them to drain it all off, but because it sloshes about and it's stretching my skin and it's pushing on my nerves and my muscles, I think, because I keep getting like, yeah, I've just been out for a little walk with the dogs, and like when you're used to walking up the hills and everything, and then you're walking at a snail's pace, it takes it out of you. So yeah, I'm a bit uncomfortable, but I'm all right. I'm on the mend. My blood count went down to 86, and they sent me home and didn't even give me iron tablets. I had to go get some. Surgeon said go get some iron tablets. So I'm not looking the best. I'm not looking my best, but
you look great because you just had surgery and you're still in pain. You actually look amazing.
Yeah, I'm I'm all right. But I'm up and down. I get into bed, I'm propped up on all these pillows, and I'm like, I get into bed and out of bed, and I'm on Facebook at stupid o'clock because I'm just like, if I don't get up, I won't get back to sleep. So I'm up and down, yeah. But yeah, it's all right. But yeah, back onto the forced adoption thing. With this, speaking to Anne-Marie Waters the other week, and the suggestion of putting a report together. Obviously, you've seen that that post I put out asking people to get in touch with us. I don't know if you've had any feedback from it. I don't know if anybody sent you anything, but if you check, because I think your email.
Not that anything's popped up, but I will double check because obviously we know what everywhere's like.
Well, I've got a few sent to my email address, and a few other comments on some of the Facebook groups saying that they want to get involved. And some poor girl, she hasn't had her decision yet, but she knows by the way they're talking. But it just prompted me, I think, to start looking at all of the stuff that's out there, easy enough to find on Google or whatever. And how Tony Blair kicked it off.
With the combined knowledge and the combined people that we've worked with and we've come across with what we're doing, like we should be able to throw something absolutely incredible together because it's all first-hand knowledge from hopefully hundreds of people. And if everyone pulls together and if we manage to break it down, who, what, where, when, why, how, sort of thing, and then our idea of how it could get settled, how it could be, perfected, sort of thing, in the right way.
Well, I've got screenshots of a load of stuff I was finding on the internet, and I've screenshot a lot of it because it's just so I know where it is and it's easy at hand or whatever. And there's already people. What was the guy's name? There was an MP, John Melling or something like that. He campaigned against it, and I think he got. I don't know if he's still an MP, but he didn't get much support. Let's say that much. But yeah, that petition that trying to do things like that on my phone, it's not great. So if you can sort out a new petition, because that one's quite old, and it didn't get very far. And I think now if we need to, while the systems are breaking down and things have to change, now is the time to strike with what we need to see happening. And I think all of that information, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. People have already looked into it because they know how rotten it is. So it's like we just have to do that research, find the information, put it all together, and get people's testimonials on what's happened to them and how. And I understand that as a service they've been pushed down that road, because when you look back at it and see that Tony Blair had triggered the forced adoption stuff, and then it became big business, and then you look at the money trail and all of that, and people have reported on it, but it's never been like highlighted in the forefront, and everybody gets shut down that does report on it. So it's keeping that information going, isn't it? Getting it back out there and not forgetting about it in all of this COVID business. That's the real reason that families are being destroyed, and I think they'll use this to take it a step further. So if we don't do something now, they'll be testing kids in school, they'll be testing positive, and then all of a sudden, oh well, you can't go on because you'll infect your family, we'll have to put you. Do you see what I mean? This is how strike while the iron's hot, as they say. Virgo full moon last night, so bring on those energies, transparency.
So just going off subject just a tiny bit, and then I'll come back to it. Right, twice 2 people have randomly messaged me on WhatsApp, and I don't have their number, so I don't know who they are.
Right.
So if anyone's giving my number out, please stop. Unless you're going to ask me first, because I have no idea who's messaging me. It's probably people I know anyway. You know what I mean? It's probably people I've worked with and everything beforehand. But please let me know who it is, because I don't know who it is when people are texting me, because I don't have their number saved. So please let me know if you are going to message me and you're unsure if I've got your number. Let me know who it is. Sorry.
There's loads of people on the groups and that whose numbers are on there and I don't know who they are. Because obviously it's only got the name next to it if you've got a link to them, isn't it?
Aye. I got added to a group last night, and I told him that I was coming out of it because I didn't like the majority of people in there. I didn't have their numbers.
Right.
And obviously, safety's priority, and obviously I've been dealing with my own stuff lately.
No.
I probably wouldn't mind anyway. It's just it would be nice just to know who's messaging me, especially when it's the messaging me through my number. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get messages on my Sharon Binks Facebook, but that's on my other phone, and I can only use that one on the Wi-Fi. So my new Facebook. So if I don't answer messages, it's because I've seen the messages. It's because I haven't been on my old phone for a while.
That's my problem. That's my problem. Is like I only have Facebook on my computer. Like, 1 minute, I'm just going to mute myself for a second because I've just got a voice note coming. So 1 second, sorry.
I'm just reading that comment about it's crazy how people get attacked when they say they don't agree with abortion. Well, you can only agree with abortion. I could only agree with abortion up to a point. The circumstances and situations. But when they talk about the type of abortion in Planned Parenthood, where you can get aborted, you can abort a child at any stage of the pregnancy. That to me is just harvesting organs and murder. It's legal murder. That, you know, there's a point where it's fair enough if you don't want to keep the child, but there's a point you get past where you're just going to have to deliver that baby and you know, have someone else take care of it if that's the case.
Sorry for panicking. I was panicking over nothing. It's someone, but it's fine. Bye.
Quite controversial subject, abortion, isn't it?
It is. But we know we do need to do something with it. We can't just keep standing back. And if we have to go through the paper way, then hopefully we can use it for our advantage as well, though, and use it as a way of bringing people together.
Every individual is a different case and has its own merits and its own. When people use it as a sort of contraception, or when people don't consider the life of another human being, which the baby is, then that's when you've got a problem, because there's no compassion involved, and then you're not making. What's that?
So I was just going through. Ultimate Moralizer says he agrees with you, Sharon. Well said. Yeah,
well, like I say, there's people always come back with, well, what if you get raped, or what if you're in an abusive relationship? Well, nobody's judging you for that, and nobody would expect you to have to deal with that if you're not able to deal with that. But
this is a topic we spoke about previously, isn't it? Because we had a couple of people on, and I actually openly admitted that I'm one of the people that's gone through with one, and that every circumstance is different, every situation is different. If you're going out there and you're using it as a contraceptive, then you should really be getting your tubes tied instead. You know, I mean, that's my frame of mind. You know, if it's a case where obviously it wasn't something that was consensual, it wasn't something that, you know, you just randomly did to end up with it, that you were conscious of, or even, you know, in control of, there are situations that completely spin the table on it. It's the same with assault. You know, if you accidentally fall into someone, you know, it's completely different as if you walked up to someone and badged someone. One's assault, one's an accident.
Well, sometimes things happen to us, and the rest of it we've got to take responsibility for. And if it's a situation you could have took responsibility for, instead of it getting to that, and you don't learn after the first time or the second time, then you're using it as a contraception instead of taking responsibility for not getting into that position in the first place for a start, or as well as you can. There's, like drug addicts, if you want to take drugs, fine, take drugs. It's your body, it's your life. I'm no judgment on that whatsoever, but take responsibility for not bringing another life into the world that is going to have a shit life because of you wanting to be or needing to be a drug addict, whichever, over being a parent. Just take responsibility. You can get implants and everything now. You can just go get one of them and not worry about it for 5 years. You might be clean by then, get it out, and then you can have your kids.
Implants.
But once you've damned yourself with having kids during a drug-induced episodes of your life, they're never going to let you keep any of your kids in the future. So just take responsibility for yourself and another life that you could be harming because you're not taking responsibility for yourself. And that's all it takes. It's like, wait a minute, it's my body, it's my responsibility. If I don't want a child, then I'll make sure I don't get pregnant. And I'm not preaching either, because like I said to the surgeon when he tried to give me the hormone stuff, I was like, well, I got sterilised at the age of 30 because I knew 2 children, two different dads. I thought, that's my limit. I'm not going to do this again. Broken homes and all that, So I took responsibility for it because I didn't want to take contraceptive pill for the rest of my life or whatever. I mean, I'm 50 and I've still not gone through. I'd still be on it. Or something implant, and I don't like all that shit. So I took responsibility of it. So it's not that I'm preaching something I've not always believed in. I thought, because if I got pregnant, I know that I would have had that child, no matter the circumstances.
It all comes down to every action has a consequence, whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence. Things do have consequences. That's the reason. I mean, the consequence of putting fire near gas is explosion or a gas cooker. Every action has a consequence. Sometimes those consequences are good, sometimes those consequences are bad. I mean, we can look at the theory of gravity, how that accident happened, accidentally got hit on the head with an apple, and all of a sudden discovered gravity. Great. I believe Great Brit's been winding you up recently as well.
Yeah, well, I was having a bit of chat last night. He sent me the thing he sent you because I just said it's a little bit weird when, because we do this, people know what we look like, what we sound like, what we're called, whatever. And then, I know he's part of admin, and he popped up on VK, so I was like, I don't even know who I'm talking to, in that sense. So I was just like, kind of, what's your story a little bit? And so, I made a bit of a joke about it. I'm not going to say it on here, but made a bit of a joke about it. And do you know what? I would hate if I made a joke like that and somebody got offended. I would hate the thought of that. But it's just my Taurus humour. It's just like, but if I ever make joke of you, it's because I have respect for you, really. I'm not trying to pull you down. When I'm trying to pull you down.
He sent me that message that he sent him yesterday. I just wrote back, well, you must have deserved it.
I said that's because he's always having a dig at you, isn't he?
Oh yeah, every time. He makes little, he'll wait while I'm doing lives and make little video clips and put them with other stuff, like that bloody woman climbing out of the TV.
It's good. We've all got our role to play, haven't we? It's good when people can kind of find theirs in the system. We all have a different one, so yeah.
He's been with us from pretty much the start, to be honest. So even though we've never seen his mug, probably a good thing. We'd probably end up blind afterwards. It's probably why he hides himself early.
Yeah, all these faceless people, nameless, faceless people. Hey, makes you feel a bit vulnerable, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, we don't get to sit behind the computer and hide.
No, see, we're women. See, we're on street shouting about it.
Yeah, I think that's why they call us gobshites.
Well, maybe it's fishwives in it. No, but it's right though, isn't it? You've got to shout about things.
Aye.
And so
we wouldn't be heard as much as we are being if it weren't for the moderators like Great Brit, all the techie guys. Because I mean, there's a difference.
Somebody has to be, because that certainly isn't my role.
Well, exactly. I mean, I don't know how the hell I was going to say I don't know how the hell I've still got a brain, but my brain just helped me just show you then. It's one of them. I used to get out in the sun today, debating going for a walk after it live.
Yeah, make the most of it, eh? It doesn't have to make you feel better though. I can hear the motorbikes going along the bypass, and it's like, yeah, the sun's out. They love that bit of road.
Messaging I did a late live last night, and a couple of people were jumping on, and they were saying that they were all sat in the gardens and everything. So I feel like I'm missing out. And as you can tell by how reflective I am, it's pretty sunny because my curtains are half closed. The sun's there, right behind the biggest part of the curtain, and I'm reflective I'm reflective as a mirror.
Well, I'm glowing with pink on. The moon was lovely last night. Did you go out and have a look? Did you absorb the energy of the Virgo moon last night?
I didn't. I've been moping. My mental health's been taking a massive hit because of obviously everything that's going on with lockdown and being isolated and everything, and with the weather being shite. But yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. I was stood outside last night staring up at the moon at the stupid o'clock when I couldn't sleep. It does look lovely though, because my garden, because it's like they all back onto each other. There's no lights, there's no street lights in there, so you can see all the stars and everything, and the moon and everything. It comes out really nice.
Before I forget, do you want to give a shout out for your hoodie?
Yes, I did do a shout out for it was what
Miss Charm. I'll chime even Miss Chime.
Yeah, thank you very much. Took it to the hospital with me. I was even talking to the porter about it when he took me down for my daughter to pick me up. I was on about Children Matter News. He's like, "Oh, and your hoodie?" I was like, "Yeah."
That was actually donated by one of the viewers, one of the community that actually sent it down for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Got a Germany question. Katie, how does Germany compare to Britain? What's the lifestyle like in Germany? Right. Every single person that I know from over in Germany, that's over here, we have all said the exact same thing. We go back in a heartbeat. Like, honestly, we would go back to Germany in a heartbeat. Because walking around there, like the community, the atmosphere, like how friendly people are, you can see that it's a family, that it's a country that's learned from hate. You walk down the street, people are saying hello to you, asking you if you've had a good day, good evening, all the rest of it. Like everyone you walk past, it's so friendly and it's so clean. Like you're not just responsible for your garden and your house, you're responsible for the path outside your house as well. So, for example, in autumn and winter, when leaves get everywhere and snow gets everywhere, if you've just left it to ice over or left the leaves and everything and someone falls over outside, because you've not cleaned it, then you can end up getting sued for it. So everyone takes like immaculate care of their property, and all it is like gritting outside when you're gritting your driveway anyway, in winter, and in autumn, it's either just blowing the leaves onto the side of the road, or just sweeping them up when you did your driveway anyway. So it was something that just went along with our driveway when we did it. It's so nice. I miss Germany so much. I really do.
I found that about Copenhagen, it was so clean. Everything was immaculate. And then there's a little island bit in the Christiani, whatever you call it. Right. The little... It used to be a military camp, and they made it into like a hippie camp.
Just been asked where to get the hoodies from. If you want to get a hoodie, then the website's going to scroll across the bottom of the screen. So it's just childrenmatter.news/patriotic-merchandise. And you should be able to get on there. If you want any colours that aren't on there, then send me an email and I'll send you the other one. But yeah, they are. Great Brits put it up in the chat. Oh, wait, there it is. Put it up in the chat. So you can get hoodies on there. Obviously, if you want a hoodie on there, you have to email me and do it through me. But that's not a problem. I don't mind doing that.
They're really comfy as well.
But yeah, it all helps as well because the merchandise just about it covers some of the price of for running Children Matter. It doesn't cover it, but it runs some of the price, which helps. It massively helps because it means I only have to go a couple of days without heating and not like weeks without heating because I don't have to put too much of like my heating money into Children Matter. I've got a portable heater on. My gas went out last night. I've got to wait a day or two. I'll get that done.
Yeah. Well,
I don't mind.
and it's advertising and it gets the message out there. So,
exactly.
you know.
That's what helps more than anything. I've got to do it. I've got to put the website up, haven't I? Let me put you over on this screen, though, so I can get the website on this one, because otherwise if someone messages me, I don't have their number saved. It'll come up on the screen. I didn't want to. Share screen. Sorry, I'm really slow at this. Is it going to load? Right, my favourite part of the website is the merch gallery. Like, honestly, that is my favourite part of the website. Hopefully it doesn't take forever in a day to load. But yeah, so yeah, these are literally my favourite. Especially when people send me the pictures of them after. I love your Halloween one, Sharon.
Yeah. I'll have to send you one with this on, won't I?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've got to put it in. Yeah, we've got baby clothes and everything. The website's going to get updated today as well. Right, I've got to go for it. I'm going to go for a walk and then I'm going to finish the website off because a lot of the merch stuff needs redoing. But yeah, we've got loads. We've even got leggings and everything on there. But it's not about it. Obviously, it's not about the money with us, is it? It's just about getting the message out there. So, you know, everyone has different ways that they can do that, whether it's t-shirts, flags, mugs.
It's connecting with other groups as well, isn't it? Like, you know, it's putting their logos on with your logo and.
Oh, exactly. Let's see if we can cross one now.
Still try to unite everybody.
That's what it's about. I mean, here, if, for example, we've got the PTSD camp on there. So it's not just Children Matter stuff that goes on here as well. It's other groups. If other groups have got links and they want them going up, then they can go up. If obviously other groups want their logo going along with Children Matter, I'm going to find one now, then, you know, we can obviously do that as well. And so we've got a Children Matter one there that's next to the PTSD camp. So you've got Children Matter team on the inside, along with 3 of the vets. And then we've got, I've seen the one up here, Children Matter with ACCA. Our Space Opera Legend, you've definitely got to send them. So obviously, if anyone's got any more, then honestly, sorry, like, we've got to do it. Would you be able to order one for me if I PayPal? I got confused. I'll tell you what I can do is I can probably talk people through it on here, can't I, really? Show people on here, really, because I should not do. Right, I'll show you one here. So we can, just for anyone else who's having problems. No worries, BB Sniper. Well, we do raffles as well, so obviously we can try and help people where we can. Sorry, Sharon, I know I'm reading through messages at the same time. I don't know if you can see them.
That's all right.
Right, so
I didn't know I was coming on today either. I had it on anyway. Do you know?
We just got like we've got people who literally order them so they can wear them to work, who work as builders and everything, and I love it, mate. I just love the idea of like builders going to work with the Children Matter gear on. Like the reason I'm here is for my kids, and I'm happy to show it. I love it.
Well, yeah, and like you say, I always wear, because I've got a few of them, and I always go up the woods with them on and stuff, so that people walking behind me can see it.
No. Oh, I'm going to change the thing on the screen because Great Brits made a point of telling people to email me. So if I put the email up, then people will be able to email me. So if you email me, I can help you with it. I nearly pressed then broadcast then. Good job I didn't do that. Yeah, I've tried to make the website as easy as possible. So like we do use elbow clicks. We do use street shirts. Obviously, it'd be choosing your side, adding to basket, and then that'll talk you through it. And that uses PayPal street shirts. So I'm only going to go through it quickly. So then this one will take you through to Teesprings one, because the only way we could do it. So you click on any of them and it'll take you straight to the one that you want to go to, just to make it a bit easier for people. So instead of having to go to different websites to get different things, they are all on the same. So we should use cushions, for example, because Great Brit's got a couple of merchandise up for us as well. I believe it's this one. So if you click on it, it'll take you to Great Brits one as well. And obviously they have got other stuff on here as well if you wanted, but obviously it's a few different designs. And he's got some other things in his store as well that all go to helping kids' causes, not just Children Matter as well. Goes to PAG UK too. I'll stop doing that. I'll behave. Yeah. Alright, so we're back. Yes, I've tried to make it as easy as I can to do it. But we have got joggers as well. We have got joggers too. Jason's shouting, I can see you. I know you can see me. There's a few things. I've got Children Matter leggings. I absolutely love them. I do my yoga and my exercise in them. Like, I do. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, I won't be doing any exercise for a bit.
I don't blame you.
Can't wait to just feel normal again, do you know, like.
Well, when you're all healed up and you're back on your feet and everything, me and my friend Courtney are doing something completely away from like any causes and kids' causes. Like, it's away from anything political, activist, everything. But yeah, we've been talking about getting into something and starting something, which I'm not going to mention on here because people will twist it and try and take it the wrong way when it's completely not. I spoke to a couple of campaigners already, mostly aimed at women, this, to be fair, so I do apologise, but obviously, we'll get men involved as well at some point. But yeah, it's sort of, we're looking at empowerment, really. We're looking at positivity, empowerment, positive self-image, and that, working on ourselves, and we're hoping to be able to do a certain thing for others, to give them that start in that. Yeah, it's complicated because the word just like the description of it would just like eliminate any fucking rambling from me, but I don't want to say it on Children Matter.
We all have to find the goddess within. Bring her out.
That's what we're hoping to do with this, and it's going to start off pretty much as a challenge, like for me and Courtney. That's the only reason why we're doing it, is because this is literally going to be our biggest lifetime challenge for either of us that we've ever done. Because both me and her, we have no confidence. Like, we don't like the way we look, we don't like the way we sound. We're not happy with ourselves, just in general. We never have been. So yeah, it's going to be like a challenge to reinvent ourselves and find our path, find our positivity in ourselves and start off with that. So yeah.
Well, you have to find the beauty within before you can see it on the out, because and it seriously works, right? Because I when I was working like in the office and traveling to Whitby every day and everything, I was just like, wasn't getting out walking, I wasn't doing the best things for myself, eating right or whatever, putting weight on, and then you go, right, I need to have a word with myself, right? So I did my pyramid, my goal setting pyramid, and at the top my goal was to look on the outside how I feel I should look from the inside, if you see what I mean. And so I put all the things like healthier eating, lose a bit of weight, tone up, whatever. But then I just stuck it on the fridge and I forgot about it, really. And I just naturally, where I was finding I was kind of hungry a lot before and wanting to snack, and I got into those bad habits, I just naturally wasn't interested anymore. And it's like, I think when you set that goal in your head, and it's like you take the small steps, you set the goal and forget about it, but you go back to the beginning and set the small steps of, but you got to visualize it. It's visualizing. Like, I kind of know how I should look, but then things happened. The universe gifted me with things like losing my job and having to do a bit of gardening, a bit of heavy work, and I got toned up really quickly from hard work rather than just being vain. It was just, I got that, like, that naturally from gardening. So yeah, once you set that goal, the universe will provide. It might seem like hard work or like a task or whatever, but when you see it's like benefiting your goal.
I mean, this idea that we've come up with, it's literally just stemmed from us like having a laugh and joking, which stemmed from us talking about what I'm going to do with that. And we had a laugh about turning it into a mermaid tank, so when I'm bored, I can just sit in it with a mermaid tail and just watch TV. Like, that's how mental the conversation went. Then we had this random idea of, oh, what if we did this, which turned into a serious conversation, and we've been speaking about it for about 2 weeks now. And like when we'll speak for hours about it, so we were on the subject for a while. Yeah, it's one of them where it's like, well, we kind of do that anyway, for ourselves when we're doing whatever. Like, Courtney does makeup and special effects stuff, so she absolutely loves doing shit with that. And I love reptiles and creepy crawlies and stuff like that. So we thought, well, what can we do just to go along with what we're already doing, which is a bit of a challenge, so it'll kind of challenge us in what we already like. So we went with photographer, like, because it's a good thing to do. It's a cool thing to do. Everyone has phones. It'll teach us how to edit and
anything
everything.
creative. Anything creative. I've noticed my friend.
Oh, it's breaking up a bit.
Hazel's been putting on the wildlife and everything, and loads of colour and really nice photographs. But yeah, I think anything bringing out your creativity.
2 months. I believe that Charlotte said the hoodies wash really well. I mean, this is actually the first hoodie I got, and the name's perfectly fine on it still. Like, it's not flaking in the slightest. Same with the back, and I've had this this was before any of the batches that we did, and it's still pretty much like yours, which is brand new.
Yeah, and this has been washed a couple of times as well.
I mean, they are amazing quality. I mean, because we got your phone turned. Your phone just turned. Oh. But yeah, even the street shirts ones, they're amazing. This one's heat pressed on. These ones that we're both wearing. The other one's printed in, but they're both absolutely amazing. I should probably be back on in a minute. Vince, I am gonna bring your comment up in a second, especially when Shannon comes back on, because I'm gonna see if we can all come up with something, because it'll be sorted then. So I'm just trying to catch up on everything. A lot of comments catching up, sorry. Right. I hope Sharon comes back on. Kind of waiting for her now. Vince is going to be making some bracelets for Children Matter. Can't remember how many letters are allowed maximum and minimum, because obviously otherwise it's just going to be CMN, which is very short. Snuggly hoodie. Yeah, definitely. Don't know if Sharon's going to be able to jump back on. I might have to turn a couple of these down. Right, I'm going to have to cut a couple of these off. Just because it's running a bit slow. I had no idea why, because it shouldn't run so well. Hi, Rob. Might have a phone call. Damn. I'm just going to put the back screen up for a second. I'm just going to catch up on all the comments. It's never off the back. I've watched it twice a week. Oh, that's amazing, though. I do love that. You have to start bombarding. Everyone has to start bombarding me with their pictures. I don't care how many pictures you take. I don't care how many times, how many different days, weeks, months, whatever. Like, honestly, send your pictures our way. Honestly, it's the best thing that I could ever get is the pictures of you guys and the stuff. It really is. It proper makes my day. It's walking proof that false adoption is actually being heard. It's walking proof that our kids are finally getting listened to. That's what we need to start doing, showing the kids. I think she might be struggling to get back on. I mean, Courtney should be doing a live actually tomorrow, as long as I can set it up in time. I don't think she's able to get back on. Go back through the comments. It won't be live for much longer anyway, guys. We need Coco evenings too. I think we should have to start having a nighttime chat. I think we will start having a nighttime chat. Anyone got any days for a suggestion? Give a number for the day of the week. Monday being 1, Sunday being 7. For what days people would like an evening chat. I think it'd be a good idea to do. Catch up on the day or the week. Oh, it means being sat at this bloody computer. I don't know if she's going to be able to get back on or not. But yeah, I think it'd be good to get an evening chat sorted and set up. I'm not going to stay on for much longer though, guys, because I do want to try and get outside a bit while the sun's out and while it's not too bad. And then obviously I need to finish doing the website and everything as well. So it's going to be a very long day. Right, guys. I don't think Sharon's going to be able to jump back on. I don't think she's going to be coming back on yet. But if anyone's having any problems with the website or anything, then by all means, just give me a nudge, send me an email, whatnot, and I'll try and help you as best as I can. Obviously, I'm not on Facebook that often. It's very rare that I'm on Facebook. So it's not the best place to get hold of me. The best place to get hold of me is either email, VK, there's a few different things. Monday, Tuesday, hang on a blue cotton second. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, break Saturday, then Sunday. You're going to drive me mad. Wait, is this a gang up? Is this a gang up? Like, this doesn't seem on. This doesn't seem on. 5, what are we on? Friday. Well, we've got 2 for Friday. Or 3 for Friday, technically, because he's gone on. 3. We got Wednesday as well. Love it. I was over on McChew's channel last night and just missed you. Oh, sorry, Rob. It was only a random one, and by the time I started, by the time I was on it, I was just like, challenge. It's a challenge. Right, well, see, I'm going to be doing a lot on the other channel as well with Courtney, because it's going to be a lot of, obviously, because as I said before, my depression's had my ass kicked. Just see what she was doing. My depression's had my ass kicked the last couple of weeks, if not months. So this idea, what I'm going to be doing with Courtney, is kind of like a self-motivated thing as well. and hoping that obviously it benefits others on our journey and whatnot. The Strange, just us. I think Strange just pretty much covers it. But we'll be doing a lot of stuff on there as well. Obviously, it's going to be slow until we can get the 1,000 as standard, but there's a small locust eating a big locust. Like, sorry guys, but look, there's a small locust eating a big locust. It's eating the big one. Like, it's that bad. Like, Tackle's not eating her food to the point her food's eating itself. You need to do like a t-shirt with that when you're that fed up with lockdown, your food eats itself. Yeah, I'll see how many days I can do. I will do my best to see how many days I can do. I'll try and do Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays and see how we go. But I will be splitting them between the channels, more than likely anyway. Right, guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna. We have loads of people who could do lives. So let's do this. Right, we'll see what we can do. I have got to do the tank as well. Don't forget, and live. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll see how many we can get up. Team is bloody Great Britain BB Sniper back ganging up on me now. Don't see this friendship with you two ending too well for me. Right, well, I'm going to end it up on that note then, guys, because we've been on for over an hour. I did say I wasn't going to be long, and it's, ended up being long. Not that I'm complaining, but it is cold in here, so I do want to try and get out in the sun and walk about a bit, try and warm up. So take care, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. I might pop on again in a bit, but no promises. So keep an eye out. Make sure if you've not already liked, shared, and subscribed, make sure you do. And make sure you send the notification bells on as well, because obviously we're being shadow banned like hell. So all help we can get, the best. Right, guys, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.